Yeah, hello everyone. So I think you are watching to me and I am audible to everyone. Yes or no? Can you confirm in the chat if you can hear me, if you can see me then? I'm audible, guys. Can you hear me? My voice is clear to all of you. Okay, great. Yeah, hello guys, hello everyone. Yeah, I think I am audible to everyone. So this is my first live on my own YouTube channel, and in today's session, in today's video, we'll discuss the QA system. We'll try to build one system. Okay, so I hope I am audible and visible to all of you. Let me check one more time. Great, perfect. Okay. Okay, loud and clear. Fine, great. I hope there is no such delays or something. Yes or no? Great, perfect. Okay, fine. So I think we can start with the session. So first of all, let me introduce myself. So I hope you have seen my channel. If you don't seen, then first of all, let me show you my channel. Then here, guys. So I recently started my YouTube channel, and this is my first live. So I'm uploading the content related to the data science, generative AI, machine learning and operations, and this deep learning and all. So recently I started my channel and I just uploaded 11 videos. Okay, if you will go and check with my videos, so here you will find out the video related to the generative AI only. But don't worry, I will be coming up with many more things, many more videos and all. If you want to know about me, so here is an introduction video. So my name is Savita and I am working in a iNeuron, and I'm having around 3 to 4 years of experience in terms of the data science. I work with data science, machine learning, deep learning, ML ops, and all, right? So yes, if you want to know more about me, then definitely you can visit this particular video. And if you are watching my content, so here basically I recorded the video related to the generative AI. So just go and check with my video, and I'm coming up with many more videos. And here you can see I created one playlist related to this generative AI. So in this particular playlist I discussed each and everything. So I started from the roadmap, and then I discussed the history, complete history of the generative AI. Then here I discussed this LlamaIndex, Google Gemini and all. So instead of recording a video, what I was thinking then, okay, so why not I should go live and teach you the end-to-end project based on my previous video. So here you can see I have uploaded couple of video related to this Gemini and this LlamaIndex. So anyone has seen my videos, so from my playlist or from my YouTube channel? Anyone, guys, tell me. And if you are liking this session, then please hit the like button. uh, Tell me, guys, fast, if anyone seen my playlist, if anyone seen my video. You can write it down in the chat, in the live chat. You can interact with me. And don't worry, in the live session itself we'll try to implement one end-to-end project based on these concepts only. So anyone have watched my video? Anyone try to understand this LlamaIndex or this Google Gemini and all? Okay, great. So definitely I will be coming up with many more things. I'm thinking about like Azure or AWS. So I will create a playlist on top of the Azure machine learning, AWS machine learning. So I will keep it I will keep it as simple as that, and I will match the industry standard also. So that is my motto, and I love to teach and to explain the concept. That's why I have created this particular channel. so that whatever experience I have earned in terms of this technical thing, okay, so whatever thing I have built up in my career, throughout my career, whatever thing I have learned, right? So I can provide each and everything to the community. So I hope guys you are able to learn from my videos. If anything is there which you want to learn, so here yeah, if you will look into the videos, right, so in the description of the video I have attached the like Google form. So here once you will go through with this Google form, so you will find out that, so here I am asking the suggestion, topic name, okay, and if you want anything, then definitely you can fill out this form, and based on your preference also I will try to make a content. But here in starting, actually I will try to more focus on this I will try to more focus on this generative AI. I will try to complete it along with all the tools and framework, okay. And then I'm thinking to start one playlist on the machine learning and operations also. And then I will come up with the like different clouds like AWS, Azure, because this is very much required. If you are going in an industry, then definitely you are going to use these tools for building the application, okay. So that is my motto, basically, to teach you everything from starting to end and in a simplest way. So if you haven't subscribed guys, so please try to subscribe my channel. And yes, I will be coming up with many more videos in future. Now let's start with the session. So here in this session basically we are going to build a QA system by with LlamaIndex and this Google Gemini. So already I discussed a couple of things in my playlist. Here if you will go and check with my playlist, so I discussed this LlamaIndex and this Google Gemini and all. So instead of the recording, I preferred this live session so that I can interact with my people, whoever is learning from my videos and all. And yes, that's going to be a very amazing. So guys, are you excited? Please do let me know in the chat. If you are watching to me, then you can hit the like button, or you can let me know in the chat that are you excited or not, and can we start? If we can start, then please give me a thumbs up. And don't worry, I will start from very scratch, and whatever concept I have taught you so far, right? So based on those concept only, I am going to create this system, so that your hands-on also is going to be a very strong. And believe me guys, it will help you a lot if you are beginner or on the advanced level. That definitely you can refer this video, this content, and you can build anything in your like organization also. Or maybe like if you are beginner, then maybe you are trying to learn these things, but you are not trying to find out the resources in the sequence, or the reliable resources where you can learn everything at a single place. So here on my channel basically I will try to provide you those particular things. So fine, let's start with the implementation, and I hope you are able to see the like title also. So let's try to start with the project. So first of all guys, what I will do, so here I am going to start it from very scratch. Now let me do one thing. Let me open my VS Code. So here I am going to open my VS Code. So for opening my VS Code, here I am searching about the CMD. So CMD means what guys? Tell me. CMD is a command prompt. So everything I will teach you from scratch, and yes, I will keep it in my mind that you have learned from my videos, and I will try to revise those concepts also from my playlist, from my videos as well. So here on the command prompt, see there are many more IDs. If you will look into the like basically technology in terms of programming language and in terms of like a different framework, so you will find out there are so many IDs. But this VS Code actually it support to like to the different languages, it support to the different frameworks. And yes, I always prefer this VS Code for coding something, but it is up to you, it is your choice that which ID and all you are going to select for developing a program or for developing this project. So what I'm doing here, so first of all let me show you how you can download the VS Code. If you are beginner, then definitely this will help you a lot. So let me search here download VS Code. So here by using this link, actually you can download the VS Code inside your system, and then just click on next, and definitely you will be able to install it. So whether you are using Windows or Linux or Mac, it doesn't matter. In every system you can download and install this VS Code. There are a couple of more IDs like PyCharm and all. So PyCharm is there, and for specifically for the Java, there is like Eclipse or some other ID for C++, right? C or C++, or for the for the different Android, right? For the different on Android framework, or maybe for the JavaScript, right? Or for the different JavaScript framework, you will find out different ID. But yeah, definitely you can use this VS Code as a common one. Now what I'm doing here, so I already installed this VS Code, so I'm not going to install it again. Here it is already it is already inside my system. If you want to verify it, then it is there inside your system or not, so definitely you can check it. Here you can simply search Visual Studio Code, and you will find out this Visual Studio Code if you have installed it inside your system. I hope guys you are able to understand it. Now what I will do here, so let me open my command prompt. So there are a couple of ways basically if you want to launch this VS Code. So here if you are searching about the VS Code, so directly you can see this VS Code. You can click on this open, and you will be launch your VS Code. Now there is one more way. Here what you can do, you can create a folder, okay, or any sort of a folder, right, in any directory. Let me show you that. So here what I'm going to do, here I'm going to open my directory, right? So let's say this is my C directory. Now here in my C directory, what I can do, I can create a folder, and directly I can do the right click on top of that, and then I can launch my VS Code inside that folder. There is one more way. So here in that way, actually what you will do, you will open your command prompt, and simply you will create a folder. So in whatever folder actually you want to launch a VS Code, so simply you will create that folder. So this is the command for creating a folder. Now here I am creating a folder, so my folder name is QA system. So here what I did, I created a folder, I created a directory. Now what I will do after that, I will run this cd. Okay, I will run one more command cd, and I will change my directory from this directory to the next directory. Okay, from this directory to the next directory. And what's going to be my next directory, tell me? In this one, right? So in this folder actually I'm going to change the directory. So I'm simply writing a name QA, and you can press the tab also. So once you will press the tab, so here you will change the directory. Now what you can do, you can simply write code dot, so automatically it will launch the VS Code inside this folder. So see guys, it has launched the VS Code inside my folder. I hope you are able to do it. Now everything we are doing from scratch only, and here itself in the live class only I will teach you that. So how many of you are following to me? Please do let me know in the chat. If you are following to me, if you are doing along with me, then definitely it's going to be a great. And I will maintain one GitHub repository also. So if you required code, if you required anything, then definitely I will share you in between, so that you can copy and paste if you are doing along with me. Okay, because practice is very much important. What I have seen that people are just watching the tutorial, people are just watching the videos and all, but they are not practicing at all, and that's a very bad thing. So you should always do the practice, and after watching the video, after watching the live session, or from wherever you are learning, so you should always do the practice. Otherwise this learning is waste. This learning is completely waste. Okay, if you are not building anything, let's say you have learned about the LlamaIndex, LangChain, or maybe Google Gemini API, you know about the theory, but until you are not going to build a system, until you are not going to create a basic project, then how you will get to know that how it is being used inside the industry? So this is a very important thing guys. If until you are not going to build a project, so you won't be able to understand the thing in the real time. So yeah, this is a very important thing. Now what we can do, so here I have launched the folder. So I required couple of things. So see guys, whenever we are going to create any project, so for that project we require an environment. Okay, why we require an environment, tell me? We require an environment so that, okay, we require an environment so that we can run the project. Okay, we can run the project. We require the environment for that specific project. So that is the first thing, first priority, to create an environment. Okay, to create an environment for that particular project. We cannot run it directly. Any means if you want to run a project, so you cannot run it directly inside the system. If you are doing that, then definitely you, at the end you will get a lots of error if you are running it directly. So there are so many software you will find out for creating this environment and all for your specific project. So one of them is Anaconda, and Anaconda is the best one for the data science. Anaconda is the best one. Anaconda is the best package manager for the data science. By using the pip also, by using the Python environment also, you can create an environment, the specific environment for your project. Getting my point? But this Anaconda actually it's the best one because it comes with lots of functionality, and most of the thing is like automatic one over here. We just need to execute the command and everything is going, will be happening over there. So if you don't know about the Anaconda, definitely I will create one dedicated video, but here in this particular video I'm not going to talk about it. So here guys, if you want to download this Anaconda, what I can do, I can show you this Anaconda. Just a second. From where basically you will be able to download it. Now just search about the Anaconda on your in your like a browser, right? So just write about the Anaconda download. So once you will write this Anaconda download, automatically you will get the link for downloading this Anaconda. By using this link, you can download this Anaconda. Okay, so here is a here is a link and here is a option, and it is for the multiple platform. And this is the best package manager. This is the best this is the best software for creating the environments and all, which we are going to use for handling the project. So here I have already installed and I have already downloaded and installed this Anaconda into my system, so I'm not doing it again. If you want to check it that Anaconda is available or not into your system, so it is very simple. You can search about the Anaconda. So you can directly write this Anaconda into your search box and you will get this Anaconda prompt. So just open this Anaconda prompt and it's look like this only. And here by default actually you will get this base environment. By default you will find out this base environment. Now if you want to search let's say if you want to search that where my Anaconda is available into my system, so directly you can execute this command where Anaconda. So once you will write this command where Anaconda, automatically you will get a link. Okay, sorry, automatically you will get a path of your anaconda.exe. This is your installer, and with that definitely you will be able to identify that Anaconda is installed into your system. Now don't worry, if you don't know about it, then definitely I will make one dedicated video on top of it, and with that you can do the end-to-end project setup. Now let's start with the project. So here in this particular workspace, as of now we don't have anything. Now see, we have a terminal. This is my CMD, this is my terminal only, this one, right? This is my CMD, right? So the same CMD actually you can open inside your VS Code also, and that is nothing, that is called terminal. So once you will click on this three dot, right? So once you will click on this three dot and just click on this terminal. So once you will click on this three dot and this terminal, so you will automatically find out this option, new terminal option. Again I am repeating. Okay, so this three dot terminal and this new terminal option. If you are not getting this three dot, maybe like you are getting the terminal option over here itself. Now just click on the terminal and just click on this new terminal. So here guys you can see this is my terminal. This is my terminal. Now here you will find out the different option in this drop down, like git bash, command prompt, Ubuntu, Kali. So I will create one dedicated video on top of this like project setup, on top of this terminal and all, so that this each and every idea, it will be clarified to all of you. Got it? Now the next thing what I have to do, so here I am launching my command prompt. So here what I'm doing guys, I'm launching my command prompt. So automatically you will find out this base environment. Why I'm getting this base environment? Because I have configured this Anaconda over here. I have connected my Anaconda with my VS Code. How you have to do it, for how you can connect this Anaconda with your VS Code. So it is not very difficult job. It is not very difficult thing. So here you can go and check with this view. Okay, just go and check with this view. Now here you will find out one option. The option name is what? Command palette. So once you will click on this command palette guys, so here you need to search about this Python interpreter. Now just click on this Python interpreter and here you will find out all the interpreter. Okay, all the interpreter. Now here you need to select this base interpreter, this one. So once you will select that, let me show you again. Go inside the view and then command palette and then search about the Python interpreter. Once you will click on it, then you will find out lots of interpreter. In my case it is lots of interpreter, but in your case basically you will find out only one, this one, base one, if you have installed this Anaconda, because by default Anaconda comes with this base environment, and in that environment already you will find out the Python. So here you can select this base interpreter and then you can launch your terminal. In that case you will be able to get this base environment into your terminal, and with that basically you can identify that you have connect your VS Code with the Anaconda. So I hope this thing is clear. And if you don't know about it guys, so I will create one dedicated video on the VS Code also, because in the VS Code actually there are lots of tools, right? With those tools, those tools actually, those extension you can install in your VS Code, and this will help you a lot in terms of the development. So you can make your VS Code like as much as smarter, and there are like lots of tool, and I will create one dedicated video on top of that, like how you can integrate those tools into the VS Code, how you can install the useful extension or the multiple extension, right? Related to the Docker, related to the Git, or the different one if you are into the development. And definitely this is going to be a very amazing thing, and I will create one dedicated video on top of it. So I hope you got to know about this VS Code Anaconda, and here you can see so how I have connected my VS Code with the Anaconda, and that thing is also clear to all of you. So tell me guys, how's the session? Are you liking it? Tell me. If you are watching to me, then please hit the like button. Please do let me know in the chat if you are liking it or not. Tell me guys fast, so that I will start with the implementation of this project. And later on also you can see, because the recording will be available over the channel itself. So I already given you the introduction of the channel, and I already went through with the channel, and I shown you the playlist also. So this recording will be available inside the playlist. Can we use LlamaIndex and LangChain both in one project? Yes, you can do that, and my next video will be related to that only, like how you can use this LlamaIndex and LangChain into the single one. Now can we use multiple LLMs also for a project? Yes, by using the LangChain you can do that. In the LangChain actually we have one component that is called model input output. So by using that we can connect, we can like call the multiple APIs. Got it, Karthik? Okay, great. Now let's create a project, or let's first of all let's create an environment. So for creating an environment guys, there are a couple of command. There is single command of the Conda, but here I will introduce with a different command of the Conda. And here we are going to use the pip manager, pip package manager also, because that pip package manager will help you to install something inside your environment. From where? From the hub. Okay, so already we like this pip is pip having this PyPy hub. So there actually on the PyPy hub they have uploaded all the packages and all. So by using this pip package manager, we can download this we can download those packages into our current virtual environment for running the project. So yes, we are going to use those command as well. Now here what I'm doing, so first of all let me create a environment. So for creating an environment, there is a very simple command. Here I'm writing conda create hyphen p. Okay, so conda create hyphen p. Now here is the environment name. So environment name is a virtual environment VNB. Now let me write here the Python version. So here I'm using the I'm using Python version which is 3.9. So I'm using 3.9, and here is hyphen y. So this is nothing, this is the like argument which we are passing on top of the terminal. Okay, so now I'm using Python 3.9 for creating this environment. Now once I will hit enter, so here you can see my environment is getting created. Now along with that guys, what I will do, I will initialize the Git also. Okay, I will initialize the Git also, so that I can later on I can push it to the GitHub, and I can provide you this particular project. So don't worry if you don't know about the Git, if you are very beginner in that, and if you don't have any idea related to the different MLOps tools, no need to worry about anything. I will be coming up with those particular videos where I will be discussing each and everything in terms of this MLOps tools. Now let's do one thing here. So here what I'm doing, so I have created an environment. Let me initialize the Git also. So for initializing the Git, there is a very simple command. The command name is called git init. Now here you can see now this local repository actually it converted into a this local workspace, this local folder actually it converted into a local repository. Okay, this is called my local repository. If you don't know about it, then no need to worry. Definitely I'll be coming up with the one dedicated video in my upcoming sessions. Now here guys, what you can do, so you can search about the Git. Okay, so Git download. Now if this git is not working in your case, means in your system, so definitely you can download this git into your system. Then here is a download option, guys. So you can click on this particular link, on the very first link, and from here you can download this git inside your system. And what is a git, guys? Git is nothing, it's a version control system. It's a version control system. Got it? It's a code version control system. Again, I'm saying, again, I will come up with the different MLOps tools, and in that I will discuss the git also. Now here what you need to do, so first of all you need to initialize the git after creating the environment. Now you need to create one file. So here I'm using this touch command. Touch, actually it's a Linux command, or maybe it's not going to work, so because it's a command prompt, right? So if I want to execute the Linux command, then definitely I will have to use this git bash. Now what I can do here, so here actually I can search about the touch. I can write this touch here. Now see, it is saying that touch is not recognized as an internal and external command, because touch is nothing, touch is a Linux command. Okay, so we cannot execute over the CMD. If you don't know about the Linux or the different variant of the Linux, again it's going to be a part of the MLOps series. Okay, now what I'm doing, so manually I'm creating a file over here. So here for creating a file, so my file name is what? Git ignore. Okay, now my file name is going to be a git ignore, and this is going to be a really important file. So whatever I want to ignore throughout my whatever thing I want to ignore throughout my development, right? So I don't want to track if I don't want to track something, okay, if I don't want to track something inside the git, okay, while I'm using the git, if I don't want to use, if I don't want to like track something, if I'm using this git in my local repository, and if I don't want to like track something, in that case you can use this git ignore file. So once you will mention the folder name over here inside this git ignore, that definitely this git is not going to track that particular folder. Now see, it is highlighted. First it was green, now let me remove it, then you will find out that it is green. Now actually once I will press Ctrl Z, now you will be able to find out it is getting highlighted. So I hope you got to know the meaning of this git ignore, and what is the like use of this git ignore file, and how to initialize the git, and how to create a environment. So now we are ready for our development, and it's going to be a basic like requirement, right? So always you should have one virtual environment, always you should initialize the git for the code versioning, so that you can get the different version of the code, and always you should create one more file. That file is going to be a requirement.txt. So let me create one file. The file name is going to be a requirements.txt. Okay, so this is what, guys, tell me, this is my file requirement.txt, and by using this particular file, by using this single file, I can install all the requirement in a single shot. Because see, guys, here if we are talking about the project, so this project actually, this a QA system with LlamaIndex and this Gemini, it will be required the different packages. So here if you will look in my base environment, so let me show you my base environment. So here actually we have this is my base environment, this is my by default environment. So if I will search about this pip list, here you will find out the multiple packages. But guys, see, let's say as of now I'm implementing this QA system with my LlamaIndex and this Google Gemini. Now tomorrow my requirement is different. I'm going to use the LangChain with the OpenAI. Now day after tomorrow my requirement is different. Let's say I'm going to use Chainlit with the like Mistral. Okay, so in that case, see, if I'm doing everything in this base environment, if I'm installing everything in my base environment, in that case it's going to be a mashup. It's going to be a mashup, means this let's say this LlamaIndex, it is required Python 3.9 version. Let's say LangChain is required 3.8 version. Let's say this Chainlit is required 3.10 version. So everything is going to be a mashup, and that's why I have created this virtual environment. So first of all, let me activate this virtual environment, and after that, guys, what I will do, so I will install the requirement into my virtual environment. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the path. So here my command is conda activate, and then what I will do, I will pass this path. Okay, so let me copy the complete path because it's going to be a very perfect. So here if I will pass this path now, so we'll automatically detect the virtual environment directory, and then see, this is my virtual environment, right? So conda activate virtual environment. Now here, guys, you can also see the command. Just a second. See, this is the command conda activate virtual environment. Now what I'm getting, guys, I'm getting this v base also over here, but it should not be. Let me check with my pip list. If I'm not getting any sort of a library, means this thing is correct. So no, it is getting some by default libraries over here into this VNB. Okay, not an issue. I can delete this terminal and again I can launch it. Just a second. So just open the new terminal here, and then what you can do, you can select this command prompt and then you can write here conda activate. This is the activation command if you want to activate your virtual environment. So conda activate, and here you can mention your path. So let me copy the path, copy this path over here, and see, okay, it is coming along with this base only. Why it is so? Or if I'm searching, okay, conda deactivate, conda deactivate, activate. Now here if I'm passing the path, so something is wrong with my command. Reminder virtual environment deactivate does not pass the argument. Not an issue, guys, just a second, let me handle this issue. What I'm doing here, okay, this is fine. So let me give the relative path. Let me provide the relative path here. Just okay, this is perfect, and it's not able to find it out why it is so. So here is what slash and dot means current directory. Okay, fine, it is coming like this. So I think it is working in the base environment only. It is a base environment. Let me check with my git bash here. So where is my git bash? Here is my git bash. Now this is my git bash, guys. Let me check with the git bash source activate base, because everything I'm going to be launched from the base. Now here I will write conda activate dot slash vnb. Now see, yes, it is perfect here. See, it is not giving me a base environment, but in my conda actually it is giving me a base environment also. This one, it should not give me like this. It should only give me this virtual environment only. Okay, let me check one more time here. So here let me delete this terminal, this one, and this one. Now let me go inside the view, command palette, Python interpreter, and here is my Python interpreter, this one 3.90.8. so let's say what I will be getting here. Let me check with the view, command palette, and Python interpreter. Let me check with the base here, just wait. Base only. Now if I'm going to launch the new terminal, command prompt, so I'm getting the base. Now conda activate, and here what I will do, I will copy this path. So where is my path? This is my path. Okay, let me copy it and let me paste it here. So now it is coming in a same way. Okay, not an issue, it is also fine. We can work in a similar way over here as well. So yeah, so this is already having some sort of a library. I think it is fetching from the base environment only. Don't worry, I will look into it, but as of now I'm not going to work with this one. So let's work with this bash terminal. Okay, I'm avoiding this conda terminal as of now, and I'm going to work with the bash terminal only. Here is my bash terminal, and in this bash terminal you can see we don't have any base environment. See, this was my base environment, but when I'm going to activate this virtual environment, in that case it is giving me a virtual environment only. It is not overwriting on top of the base environment, but there in my command prompt actually it was overwriting on top of the base environment. Fine. Now if I'm going to check here with pip list, so see, I think it is fetching it from the previous environment only. Okay, this thing it is fetching from the previous environment only. Not an issue, guys. If we have this thing, it is well and good, right? So yeah, now what we can do, so here you can see we have a requirement.txt. I can keep the different requirements over here inside this requirement.txt, whatever requirement is there related to this project. Got it? Now first of all, let me tell you the requirements, all the requirement basically related to this project. So here I'm going to copy and paste the requirement. So these are the requirement, guys, and here the first requirement is a LlamaIndex. The second requirement is Google generative AI. because we are using the Gemini now. So this generative AI, Google generative AI package is going to be an important one. The third one is LlamaIndex LLM Gemini. Okay, this is the third one. Then PyPDF is here. Then Python.env is here. Then IPython. Then this LlamaIndex Embedding Gemini, and then Streamlit. So Streamlit, if we want to create the endpoint endpoint API. So for that, this Streamlit is required. And don't worry, I will show you about this Streamlit also. I have created an application and we'll talk about this Streamlit as well. So we can use anything, not even the Streamlit, Flask, Django, or any other framework like related to the JavaScript, or we can use the like different framework, right, for creating the APIs and all. But here I'm keeping it simple and I'm using a Streamlit, but we can use anything. And don't worry, in the next project I will be coming up with other API like tools and all, right? So in the next project I will talk about the Flask or maybe Fast API, or I can do it by using the Django also if you are working with the Python in that case. Now requirement is here. So we have a requirements, get ignore is here, virtual environment is here. Now what I'm doing here, so now I'm going to create see here what I was doing, I was doing everything manually. Means everything like every files and folder I was creating manually. But let's do one thing, let's try to automate this thing, because we have lots of files, lots of folders and all. So we should not like create one by one. We can do it, but it's not a good practice, right? So first of all, let me do one thing here. Let me create one more folder, and later on I will show you the automated process by using the file, by using the template file. Okay, we can create one template file, and we can execute everything in a single shot. We can create every folder, every file in a single shot itself. So guys, you should always focus on the automation whenever you are creating a application. So you should use those tools, you should use those technique where the steps or all the processes is happening in a automated way. So if you are a programmer, if you are a developer, then definitely you should take that way only. And if like you are building up application in Python, so Python actually it's give you the lots of flexibility, and it's a very simple also. So soon I will be coming up with one more series. In that I will show you that how to write a object oriented programming if you are developing any production ready application. Okay, because that is very much required for the industry touch, and like if you are going in an industry, then in that case, see, if you are writing a simple script, if you are writing a method function, in that case basically definitely you are able to learn it, definitely you are able to do it. But what about the real time code, which you will see in a real time whenever you are developing any software or any project, whether it's a web related software or whether it's a AI related software. There you will have to follow some protocols. Okay, and most of the time you are going to write a code in a modular fashion, and there actually we are heavily using the like object oriented programming. So I will be coming up with one more series where I will teach you that how to write a object oriented programming like as a industry as a industry grade project, right? So for the industry grade project, and soon you will find out that playlist also on my YouTube channel. Now here we have created this requirement.txt. Now what I have to do here, so here I have to create a IPython notebook, because initially for running my experiments and all, I am going to use the IPython notebook, IPython notebook. Okay, so here what I'm doing, guys, I'm creating one folder, and my folder name is going to be a notebook. So in my folder actually I'm creating, or I'm keeping one file. My file name is going to be a experiment.ipynb. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me create a folder over here. In this folder, what I'm doing, I'm creating one file. My file name is what? My file name is experiments, because here I will check with the different experiments. I will do the different experiments. Okay, now guys, see, whenever you will go in an industry, whenever you will go in the companies also, so the initial POCs or the initial experiments you are going to perform in the notebooks only. So if you are working with a AI project where you are going to use the Python, and in that case you will run your small experiments and all inside the notebook only. But you will have to integrate those experiments into the end-to-end pipeline. So let's say your manager is coming, and your manager is saying that your manager is saying, okay, so here this is the problem statement, and you have to solve this particular problem statement into 5 days, right? So let's say he has given you one document, and he is saying that okay, you have to create one reg system. So from the document actually you have to read the data, and you have to use the LlamaIndex or LangChain or any other like framework, and you have to keep it inside the database, and you have to create one information retrieval system. That's it. Now you are able to do inside the notebook, means you have performed those things inside the notebook. You are well and good with that, means you are able to read the API's keys, and you are able to build the system and all, and it is working fine also. But after 5 days he coming again, and he's saying you that okay, so now do one thing, try to integrate this code into your end-to-end pipeline, into the end-to-end pipeline, into the end-to-end system, right? So you no need to do the development level work over there, but yes, you need to integrate those things. You need to convert your thing, your like experiment actually into the modular fashion. So that thing is very much required. So notebook is fine, you are doing your experiments over there, you are executing each and everything over there, but at the end you will have to like integrate into your end application, into your main application, and there the modular coding is required. So always keep in your mind, if you are implementing the notebook with that, after the notebook basically you are creating a like a modular coding. Okay, you are creating a modular application with the same experiment, with any sort of application, whether you are doing in a like generative AI, or in deep learning, in core deep learning, right, or any Python application also. So try to be keep it inside the modular fashion, and that's going to be a very useful or very helpful also. So first I will implement the notebook here, and then later on what I will do, I will convert into a end-to-end application. So with that you will get a clear-cut idea as well. Okay, so I hope guys you are liking the session. Yes or no? Tell me guys fast, so you can write it down in the chat also, and definitely it's going to be a very amazing. Once we'll do it completely, and within like 2 hours I'm going to complete it, I'm going to conclude it. And if you are finding that okay, it's going to be difficult for you, in that case I would suggest you please go and check with my playlist, which I already uploaded on my YouTube channel, this particular playlist. And this playlist basically it will help you a lot for building this application. Okay, now let's start. So first of all guys, what you need to do, so here you are going to perform your, here in this particular notebook you are going to perform your experiment. So let's start with the experiment, different experiment. So the first thing basically what I have to do here, I have to like load the API key. Okay, the API key is required for accessing the Google Gemini. Now first of all let me do one thing, let me create one more folder over here, let me create one more file over here. The file name is going to be a .env. So here what I'm doing, I'm creating this .env file. Now in this file I will keep the Google API key. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm going to create a file that is going to be a .env. Now here I will keep my Google API key, because with this API only, with this API key only, I can access my model, I can access my Gemini model. So Google API key. Now from where actually you can collect this Google API key? So let me show you that. So you need to search about the Gemini. So simply you need to search about the Gemini on your browser. So let me write here this Gemini. Okay, Gemini. So simply I will search about the Gemini, and here you will get the website. So here you will get the website of this DeepMind, because it has been created by the Google DeepMind. So here you can see the website also, deepmind.google. Now here they have given you the lots of options. So Gemini era, capabilities, hands-on, safety, Gemini apps, build with Gemini. If you're not aware about the Gemini guys, so I would suggest you that please go and check. Please go and check with my playlist. In that I already created 3 video on top of the Gemini only, on top of the Gemini API. So please go and check with this 3 video, and it's going to help you a lot. Believe me guys, if you are a beginner in this field, if you are like finding out the help, right, how to like get the API, how to access that, what is the functionality, the different functionality we have over there. So definitely this 3 videos is for you. Okay, now what you need to do here, so here actually you need to click on this build with Gemini. So once you will click on this build with Gemini actually, so here it will give you the option for generating a API key. Now just click on this ai.google.dev. So once you will click on this ai.google.dev, so here actually it is giving you the option for generating the API key. Now click on this get API key in Google AI Studio. So once you will click on it, So here you can see uh, here you can see guys, here you can see the option for generating the API key. Now you can close it and you can click on this get API key. Now see, I already generated two API key. I already generated two API key. If you want to create a API key, maybe you don't have anything over here. Maybe if you don't have anything over here, you want to generate your API key. In that case, just click on this create API key, right? Just click on this create API key. So once you will click on this create API key guys, you can generate your own API key. I have already generated it. So here I am keeping it inside my folder, and I don't want to expose it also. So what I'm doing here guys, I'm directly copying and pasting from my previous project. So let me do it. Let me copy and paste this file from the project itself. Now here I'm keeping it over here. So let me reveal inside the folder, and what I'm doing here, first I'm going to delete it. Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to paste it. That's it. Now in this particular file I have my API key. Okay, now you can see the API key, and don't worry, I will delete it after the session also. Now what I'm doing here, so here actually I'm going to open my experiments.ipynb, this one, and in this .env I have my API key. So how to load the API key from this particular file? Okay, from this particular file .env. Actually this .env is nothing, it's a like it is for keeping the confidential thing. You can think that it's a portable environment variable. It's this .env, actually it's a portable file with where we can keep this file anywhere. Actually this dot means hidden file, and here actually we are saving the confidential information. So we have the environment variable right inside the system and all. So over there what we are keeping the confidential information related to the system and all. We are having like so many paths and all. So here this .env actually it's a portable one. Okay, it's a portable file for keeping the environment variable, which we can keep it on any sort of a server, on any server in my local system, or I can like push it to my another server, and from there actually we can fetch the confidential information. So whenever you want to save the confidential information and it should be a portable one, then definitely you can use this .env file for saving those information. Now what I will do here, so first of all let me load it. So for loading it guys, here is the import statement, and this is my import statement guys. First I'm going to import OS, then load _.env. This package should be there inside your requirement.txt, and here you can see this is the method which we are going to be called. Okay, so once I will run it guys, so here it will ask you to select the kernel, and here also it is giving you the option. Now just click on the select kernel, and after that click on this Python environment. Then you will find out the different Python environment, but you only select the very first environment, which is a recommended one, because this environment actually it's a virtual environment. It is what? It's a virtual environment. Now just click on it and try to select it guys. So here you can see it got selected. Now just run this particular cell. So here if you are running it guys, so it will ask you to install the kernel. So just install the kernel, and this kernel basically is going to be installed inside your current virtual environment. Got it? So it will take some time until you can ask any sort of a question. If you are having any question guys, you can write it down in the chat also. Sir, is there any model to generate video by using prompts? Yes, we have a model actually. We have a DALL-E, we have a Midjourney. By using those model, we can generate the videos and all. We can generate the images basically, and for the video actually there is a different tools. Okay, not a model. If we are using API, so by using the API we can convert prompt into the images, but for the video there is a separate tools actually. In the tools there are like a complete that is a complete tool only, the complete project only, and yes, it is taking a prompt, and based on that it is giving you the video. It's not a single model. Single model is the DALL-E, okay, which is able to generate the images and all. And soon I will come up with those tools and all, the useful tools and all, like whatever tools is there, definitely I will show you in my channel itself. So please subscribe it, please hit the like button, and yeah, you will learn like lots of things related to this AI, generative AI and all. So here you can see I have selected my kernel. I have installed this ipynb. sorry, I have installed the kernel also. Now it is saying this no module name. So for that I can install this requirement.txt. So here what I am writing, here I am writing this pip install -r requirement.txt. So let me install this requirement.txt, and then again I will execute it. Yeah, definitely I will come up with this LangChain and this LlamaIndex also, Santak, don't worry. So are you liking the video? Please do let me know in the chat, guys. If you are liking this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe the channel also. Yeah, it will take some time, so let it install, and then I will start with the further coding. Okay. Yeah, it is loading and it might take some time. See here, it is taking a time. In your case also it takes some time basically. So yeah, let it install, and then we'll start with the coding and all, because this environment, this key actually it is very much required, and without this key you cannot go for the like for the coding and all, right? For the further coding, first the key is required, then only you can do the further coding. So are you doing along with me? Are you running this project? Are you doing it? Are you implementing it? I want to know your answers. So tell me, guys, if someone are doing it along with me, then please let me know in the chat. Advanced RAG you will get to know once you will implement the basic RAG. So for that you should have knowledge of the RAGs. What is the RAGs? This retrieval augment generation, and mainly we use this LlamaIndex for the RAGs, for building this RAGs, where we can search about the embedding, where we can retrieve it, where we can mark it, where we can like give the indexing and all. So we'll learn about it. Now you can see I have created my environment, I have installed the dependencies also. Now let's see whether it's going to work or not. So here I am going to check. So first of all, let me clear my screen, and here I can check. So, and what I can do here, I can restart also. So let me restart, and first let me check with this one, and then I will check that like a different is statement, different is import statement as well. So yes, now it is restarted, and see, it is working fine for me, because I have installed these dependencies into my current virtual environment. Now what I will do here, so I will import the different statement, and this statement actually is going to be a very important for your project. So let me write those statement over here, and before that let me get the keys as well. So for that for getting the key, there is very simple method. The method name is what? Get env. Now here in this method you have to pass this Google API key, right? The same name, actually the same name which you kept over here, this one. So Google API key, just write the same name. Now after writing a name, what I will do, so let me copy and paste it, and then here I am writing this Google underscore API underscore key and equal to. Now once I will run it, so here you can see inside this particular variable I have this Google API key. I can search it also. So here I can say that if Google API. So if this variable, if I can check with this particular variable. Now let me copy and paste it over here. If it is not equal to, if it is equal to empty, right, in that case print, you can print over here that API key didn't load it. So print API key not there or not found, anything you can say. Else you can write, here, so you can print, else you can write that API key found. That's it. Now if I'm running it, guys, so here you will see that API key found means I have the API key into this particular variable inside my variable. Now let's do one thing here. So let's try to call the Google Gemini API. So for calling the Google Gemini API, what I need to do, so how to generate it, you can search about the Google Gemini API, you can search about the Gemini API, you can search about the Google Gemini, and then automatically you will find out the option build with Gemini, and then here is the option for generating a API key. Now the next thing is what, so here what I can do, just a second, here I can call the different import statement. So these are the import statement, guys. I already kept it into my like notepad, so from there actually I'm going to copy and paste it. So this is my import statement. So first is for the directory reader, and this thing actually I'm going to be import from the Llama, this one. Then we have this vector index, vector store index. I will store the vector inside this inside the inbuilt storage. Okay, we have the inbuilt storage over here. We can persist it, that particular storage inside the local directory itself, inside the local workspace only. So for this we have this vector store index. Then this is the Gemini, this is for the Gemini. Then this is for the markdown and all, right? If you want to convert into a markdown text and all, right? If you want to do some sort of a formatting related to the generated text, I can use this markdown and this display. Now here is a service context. I will talk about it, why this is why this package is there, this service context, because I want to keep my model and my embedding all together for the searching, for the information retrieval, and that's why we have this service context. Then we have one more, this storage context, right? Storage context, and this load index from storage. This is just for the loading, basically, this one, load index from storage. So we have vector store index, and we have storage context, and we have service context. This three actually, it's going to be a very important method in terms of the embeddings, right? In terms of the embedding, in terms of the embedding creation, in terms of the embedding storage, and in terms of the embedding retrieval. Then we have this Gen AI. So this is my main package, this is my main SDK, so I can keep it over here along with this Gemini. Now I can keep it on the top, and you can keep in any sequence, there is it doesn't matter actually, but here I am keeping the similar similar packages at a single place. Now we have another one, so let me show you one more, that is going to be a Gemini AI embedding. So this is the model, actually this is the model for converting my text data into the embeddings, this model, Gemini embedding. Now I hope you got to know about this import statement, and this is from the Llama, and this is like a core Gen AI module. Okay, now this is from the IPython, and all of the module, actually the rest of the module, it is from the LlamaIndex only. If you don't know about the LlamaIndex, if you are new to this channel, let me show you where you will find out the LlamaIndex. So here, guys, once you will search about the LlamaIndex, right? So first of all, let me show you my playlist. So here in my playlist actually I have created a video on top of the LlamaIndex. I already created a video here, introduction to LlamaIndex, project setup, each and everything. So this project actually, it's a continuation of this series only, and I am thinking in a similar way, okay, for the further live also. So I will teach you the topic in the playlist only, and whenever I will have to build a project, I will go live, and in the live itself, in the live class only, I will teach you the project. So this two project is here, right? Sorry, this two video is here, you can refer it, otherwise you can go and check with the the documentation also. So you can search about the LlamaIndex, you can search about the documentation of the LlamaIndex. So here is a website, guys, and here you will find out the documentation as well. See this one, okay, this one, there is a documentation. Now why we use this LlamaIndex? So we use this LlamaIndex, so here is the LlamaIndex for what? For the data ingestion, for the data indexing and for the query interface. Getting my point? So the basic definition of this llama index is nothing for creating a for storing the embedding, for doing a efficient search, for doing a efficient retrieval. So storage and retrieval, there is a two main functionality of this llama index. LangChain is having like a more functionality compared to this llama index. LangChain is for building a end-to-end LLM based system. So if you want to understand the differences between this llama index and LangChain, if you want to make a difference basically, so the primary difference is, so this llama index is like this llama index is just for storage and for retrieval the embeddings, right, for retrieval the vectors. Okay, but if we are talking about the LangChain, it is having like a more component compared to this llama index. And this LangChain actually it is for creating a complete whole sort of a system. So this llama index is just for the storage and retrieval, and LangChain is for creating a complete system. But this llama index also it support the LangChain. Now you will find out the different integration also along with this llama index. Directly you can load the LangChain over here itself inside the llama index. Okay, so you need to work with both llama index and LangChain, and in single project you can work with both llama index and LangChain. But generally people don't do it because this integration, actually the integration of llama index and LangChain, it is there itself inside this inside the source code of the llama index only. If you want to check the source code of the llama index, so you can see here, you can search about the llama index GitHub. So here is the llama index GitHub, guys. See here you will find out the entire source code of the llama index. Now you will find out the llama index fine tuning, llama index core, llama index experiment, legacy. Okay, and its support to the LangChain also. Let me show you. So here if I'm directly search llama index LangChain, because the integration is available. So llama index LangChain. So llama index LangChain integration, and here itself inside the documentation you will find out the entire code. See, in llama index core LangChain, and from here actually you can import everything. So for building your system you will be required both, so llama index as well as LangChain. So no need to worry that whether I should learn llama index or should I learn the LangChain. No, it's not like that. You should learn both. Llama index as well as LangChain. And you should not worry about it that if I'm working with llama index, then how you can use the LangChain, how we can use the LangChain, should I install it separately? No, it is already there. The integration is already available. And the main power of this LangChain is what, chains. It can create the chains. It can create the memory based system. Okay, so please try to go ahead and try to explore more about it. And don't worry, I will come up with many more detailed video on my YouTube channel. So be here, okay, and please subscribe it, please hit the like button, and you will get many more content here itself on my YouTube channel. Now the next thing is what? So here you can see I am going to import this particular thing, and then after what I will do, I will check with my API whether my API is working or not. Okay, so for checking with my API, here I can simply do one thing. Let me do it. So here I can simply search okay, Google API key is fine. Now here I can simply call one method. The method name is what? GenAI.config, right? So once I will call this method name is GenAI.configure, and here what I can do, I can pass my API key. Okay, API underscore key. And where is my key, guys? So here is my key, this one. So let me copy this key. Key, okay, which I already collected over here. Now let me paste it over here. So what I'm doing, I'm calling my API by using this particular key. Okay, so I've configured this key. Now what I will do, I can check, okay, whether I'm able to fetch the model or not from my GenAI. So here I can write models. I can iterate the for loop on top of it, models in, and here I can search about the GenAI dot list. Okay, list model, right? So list underscore models. Now here, see what I will do, I will execute it. So let me print this models, and you will find out all the models over here. By doing this, you can check whether you are whether your API is working or not. Okay, whether you are able to call the API or not. So see, I'm able to get all the models, whatever model is there over the Gemini API. So we have this chat bison, we have this text bison, we have this embedding, we have the other model as well. So we have the GeminiPro, GeminiPro vision, Now if you want to check whether the GeminiPro vision and the GeminiPro is there or not, so here you can make this condition, because if you look into the if you will look into the model, so it has been built for the specific task, like for generating the answer, right, and for generating the text, okay, for counting the message and all. Now what we can do here, I can mention the specific condition. So Gemini list Gemini dot list model, and here I am getting all the models. Then I can simply call this supported generation models. Here is this particular parameter. Now I can say that if generate content inside this particular parameter, okay, over here inside this list, in that case only print the name. Now let's see what I will be getting here. So here basically this model, this Pro, okay, this Pro 001, Pro latest, Pro vision latest, Pro vision. So these all are generation based model. So whether I can do text to text generation over here, text to text generation, or I can do image to text generation. So both thing we'll try to understand, text to text generation and image to image generation. This image to image generation I will teach you in my next video. So in my next video I will discuss it. I will discuss about this text image to text generation. In this video I will more focus on this text to text, right? So text to text only in this video. Okay, now I hope you got to know about the models, and my API is also working fine. Now it's time to implement something. So first of all, tell me guys, are you enjoying the session? Is it going well for you? Tell me fast. I would like to know in the chat if it is going well or not, if you are able to understand or not. Tell me guys. Sir, can you paste in the chat? Yes, I can do it. I will do it. I will give it to you, don't worry. I will keep it on my GitHub, and I will share that GitHub with all of you, so that directly you can copy and paste the code. Yes, Karthik, I will share this import. Just wait. Okay, first of all, let me implement few more functionality, and then I will give it to you. So how's the session so far? Please do let me know in the chat if you are liking this session. Until I can take some water. Tell me guys. Great. So I hope you are learning something here, and now what I will do, I will write my further code. Don't worry if you are worrying about this import statement code and all. I will provide you everything. I already initialized my Git, and soon I will publish it. I will publish my repository. Okay, great. So what I can do here guys, so here now it is necessary to define service context now in an updated version. Yeah, I'm coming to that, Prashant. Okay, I'm coming to that, because this is the recent one only. I think today or yesterday itself basically they have updated it, but before that it was not there. So I will be coming up with that. So now guys, what we can do here, if I'm going to face any error now, right, because of the latest version and all, because I have seen with the LlamaIndex also, if we will look into the package, so let's say here I'm searching about the LlamaIndex, PyPy LlamaIndex. Now here I'm searching about the PyPy LlamaIndex. Now see, PyPy LlamaIndex, you will find out very frequent version. You will find out very frequent version over here. So see, if you will look into the release history, so see, this is the version. This version, actually this one, the latest version, it came like only 1 day back. Okay, yesterday itself they have launched it. Now like day before yesterday. Now here day before yesterday, day before yesterday. Okay, so 2 days back, here 5 days back. So they are updating it very frequently. Now you know, I was running this code 2 days back, and basically I've created one application 2 days back, and today I was running it, it was getting fail. Because of what? Because of the updation, because of the version updation. Okay, so that is the thing. which we need to understand. If we are getting any sort of a error over here while we are implementing it, definitely I will assist you related to that. Okay, whether the service context is important or not, whether this import statement is working or not, everything we will try to understand, don't worry. Now what I will do here, so first of all, let me do few more thing over here, and then I will give you this particular code. So first of all, let me do one thing. Let me write this .env also in my .getignore, because I don't want to share this .env with all of you. So that's why I am keeping it inside my .getignore. I want to ignore this, right? I want to ignore it. Now my next thing is what I'm going to do here. So here actually I'm going to load my data, because without data I think we cannot do anything. We require the data. And if you will look into the title, so the title name is what? QA. Okay, QA application. We are creating a question answering application. But how we can do that? How we can do the question answering? Directly we can do with the LLM also, but here actually we are using some specific documentation for a specific subject. Okay, for a specific subject. So QA with the PDF, QA with this document, that document, or QA with the CSV, QA with the TSV, QA with the JSON. Any sort of a file you can take. Any sort of a file you can take. Getting my point? I think yes, you are able to get it. So here the data will be required. What will be required, guys? Tell me. So the data will be required. Let me do one thing. Let me create okay, let me make a little more bigger. Let me zoom the screen, zoom in. Okay, perfect. Now let me do it one more time. View, where is a view? Here is a view, appearance, and let me zoom in. So here what we are going to do, guys, so we have a notebook, and inside the notebook, first of all, let me write the condition for loading the data. And for loading the data, guys, here we are using a simple method which I already written over there. The method name is what? Simple directory reader. Now here actually I will mention my path, the path of the data. So what I'm doing here, I'm creating a data in my local, I'm creating my folder in my local workspace only. Let me do it. Let me create a folder over here. The folder name is going to be a data. Now here what I'm doing, now I'm mentioning this path, right? Here itself I will keep my data. And why data is required? Tell me. Because see, directly I can do the question answering with my LLM also. But directly I can do the question answering with my LLM also. But in some cases actually it might lead to the misleading information, or maybe it won't be able to give me a latest information. Okay, so if you are asking to your chat GPT that can you tell me the current affairs, can you talk about the today's test match? I think the test match is happening between India to Australia, if I'm not wrong, or maybe India to England, right? So can you give me the precise information related to that match? It won't be able to reply you that. So what we are doing, we will be maintaining one database somewhere, right? And yes, based on that database we are going to query the based on the specific database. Okay, we are doing a question answering based on that specific database. Directly we can ask to the LLM also. Yes, definitely it will be able to answer. But what about the like misleading information, or what about the specific information, or what about the precise information, right? Or what about the latest current information? In that case, I will have to build a RAG, retrieval augment generation, and for that only we use this LlamaIndex. Getting my point? So let's do one thing here. Let's try to load this data. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm going to load the data, but here we don't have any sort of a data. So first of all, let me keep the data over here inside this folder. So I already keep the data in my txt file. Let me keep this txt file inside my data folder. And here what I'm doing, I'm going through with the txt file. Just wait, and from there itself I'm going to copy it. So my txt file is here. Let me copy this txt file, and what I can do here itself, inside this data folder, I can paste it, this one. Now see, once I will open this data folder, now see, inside this data folder I have this txt file. I just pasted inside this data folder. You can do the right click and you can reveal inside the file explorer. Getting my point? Now what you are doing here, you are going to load the data. So here you can simply run it, and on top of this particular address, right, on top of this particular response. So here what I can do, I can take this response inside the variable. My variable name is going to be a document. Okay, documents. Now on top of this particular document, I can load the method. So document dot load underscore data. Now once I will run it, guys, so here you can see I'm getting my document. So here it is a documents, and now it is perfect. So see, guys, I'm able to load my data. Now where is my data, guys? So my data is available inside the response. I think it is available inside this text. Maybe we have a variable over here. The variable name is what? Text. Okay, so let me show you that particular variable. Where is the variable? This is the variable, text variable. So simply if I will call this text on top of it, so I will be able to get my data. Okay, now it is saying it is not callable. Why it is saying like that? Let me check once. So here actually it is in the form of the list. So first of all, what I will have to do, let me collect it inside the same variable. The variable name is going to be a doc, or let me write the doc over here. If I'm going to run it, so here you can see this is my doc. Okay, this is my doc. Now at the end, I will show you the architecture of this project, how this thing is working, how this rag is working, and in future actually we are trying to implement some advanced rag as well. So here it is inside the list, so I can write the 0 over here for accessing this first index, and on top of it I can call this text. So see, here I'm getting my response. So here I can print it also, so that I won't be getting this /n. So just a wait, let me print this particular text. See, this is my text which I kept inside my txt file. Okay, which I kept inside my txt file. Now I can keep any type of documentation over here. I can keep any sort of a document. So I can keep the PDF, I can keep the JSON, I can keep any other document, right? But here I simply kept the txt just to showcase the flow, okay, how this thing is working. But you can keep anything over here. I don't have any issue. Any document basically you can keep it and you can read it. Okay, now the next thing is what? So here you kept the data inside this data folder. After that, what you will do, so you are going to read it and definitely we are able to get it. Okay, this is the first thing. This is the first step, which is called data ingestion. So yes, you are able to load your data. Now what I will do after loading the data, guys, I will convert into a embedding. Okay, I will convert into a embedding. Don't worry, I will come to the architecture of this project. If you are not able to understand that why we are loading this data, directly we can ask to the LLM and all. At the end, I will clarify everything. Okay, just be with me, just watch it till the end. Now what I'm doing here, so first of all, let me write here, let me load the model. So which model I'm going to load? I'm going to load the Gemini model, okay, embedding model. Now here basically what I will do for loading the model, first of all, let me create a class of this Gemini embedding, and here I'm going to pass something. Here I'm going to pass my model underscore name. So what is my name? What is the model embedding name? Tell me. So here is the embedding name, this one. Okay, embedding Jesco 001, or we have other model also. So if you want to search about it, so you can simply take this one. You can simply take this generate text, count text token. Okay, you can check with this method basically why it is being used, generated answer, and based on that you can get it. Okay, so this model actually, this chat bison, it is being used for this one. This model basically it is being used for this one. But here this embedding, it is used for generating the embedding and all, right? So this IP1B actually it is truncating the output, but yeah, definitely you can get it directly. You can get it. The model name is a specific one. Let me show you over here inside the documentation also. So just go and check with your documentation. Here is your documentation, right? So once you will click on this documentation, let me go back over here, and here is my documentation. So see, just click on this read API documentation, and here just click on this Python. Okay, Python. Once you will click on the Python, actually you will get the complete documentation, this one. Now just scroll down here. After the scrolling down, actually you will find out the model. Okay, the different model, all the model basically. So generative model, where is the model, guys? Google generative, Google Colab. So here is the model. Let me search about it. This is the model, guys. So here also I think they have given you the link, but if you're not getting it directly, you can search it over here. Just click on this Gemini. Now see, this is the different model. Okay, model GeminiPro, and here you can see GeminiPro Vision. You can see the embedding. Now why we are using this embedding? So you can see the the entire description of this embedding and all. Now just take this particular model for the embedding. This is the embedding model. Okay, it's going to be generated embedding from your data. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to keep it inside my code. For loading, what I need to do here, so I just need to pass it. Okay, so which model I'm going to load? Tell me. I'm going to load this embedding model. So here I will simply write model underscore name. What I will do, guys, I will write this model underscore name, and I will have to keep it inside the double quote. This is my embedding model. Now see what I will do. I will run it, and okay, this is my load data only. I think I will have to write it down over here itself. Just wait, guys. So this is not going to be a correct argument. I think I have to keep it over here, generating embedding, and yes, I will pass my model name over here, and this is the perfect one. I hope you are getting. Now here actually I can give the name to this one. My name is going to be a Gemini embed model. So this is my model name. Okay, this is the first thing. Now what I will do, so here I can load my model as well. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to load my model as well. So for loading the model, actually here you will find out that we are importing one method. Okay, this Gemini one. Okay, we are importing this method Gemini. So see, you are load your model by directly using this Gemini generative AI SDK also, or you can load the model by using this Gemini, which is there inside the LlamaIndex, right? So this LlamaIndex also, it is having an integration of this Gemini, right? It did the integration of this Gemini. So by using the Gemini also, you can load by using this LlamaIndex, by using this particular method which is there inside the LlamaIndex, you can load the model, or you can load the model directly also. It's the core SDK. It's the core Python SDK for the Google Gemini API. This one, it's a core Python SDK for the Google Gemini API, and here it is from the LlamaIndex. I think you are getting this point. You are getting my point. Now what I'm doing here, see here actually, like I'm going to load the model also, and let me write the correct API name. So for writing the API name, here I'm going to copying it. Let me copy this. Where is my API key? Here is my variable. Where is my variable, guys? Where is my variable? There is my variable. Let me copy this variable and let me keep it inside my method. Okay, perfect. Now here is my model, and here is my embedding model. So here I'm loading this GeminiPro, and here I'm loading this embedding model. And day before yesterday only, they have updated the different model. Now see, GeminiPro 001, GeminiPro latest, GeminiPro Vision latest, GeminiPro, right? So any sort of a model you can use. So here as of now I'm using this GeminiPro model only. I'm not going to load any latest version over here, right? Because I might face error or issues, because recently they have launched this particular models. Now what I'm doing here, I'm going to load this embedding also. So I have my model and I have my embedding as well. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to create the service context, right? Service context. So first of all, let me configure my service context. So here is my service context. Okay, now here's my service context, and from the service context, what I'm doing, I'm going to call this method from default. So first of all, let's try to understand the meaning of this service context. Let me show you over the documentation only, right? So what I'm doing here, I'm searching about this service context. So just wait. Let me open the new one, or here basically I can search LlamaIndex service context. So why we use the service context? Basically you will get the complete definition inside the documentation only. So the service context, actually it's a container. Okay, service context container is a utility container for LlamaIndex and query classes. Okay, query classes. Now the container contains the following object that is commonly used for configuring every index and query, such as LLM. Okay, and the prompt helper, right, for configuring input size, like the chunk size and all. And here we can generate the embedding and all. Here we can configure the embedding by using the service context. So what is the main use of the service context? Tell me. So if someone is going to ask you what is the main use of the service context, so it is a container that contains the following object. Now which following context of which following object, guys? So here it contains the indexes. Okay, it contains the queries, right? And here basically it is very important for retrieving the embedding based on a similar context, and that's why we use this service context. Okay, that's why we use this service context for holding or for indexing the embedding. Now let me do one thing here. Let me do one thing here. Let me create an object of it. Here what I'm doing, I'm calling this method from default, and here we are passing couple of things. So first we are passing this model, then we are passing this embedding model, then we are passing this chunk size, okay, and then we are passing this overlap. Now here what is the chunk size and what is the overlap, I will come to that. Just wait. First of all, let me run it. So here is what, here is my service context. You can see by using this embedding and by using this model, actually I'm able to create my service context. Okay, now after creating a service context, what I will do, you know, so here actually I will create the vectors. From where? From my data. So what I'm doing here, see, I'm going to create a vector index, vector store index. From where? From the document only. And here I'm passing my service context. Means here I'm combining three things. First I'm combining my model, then there is my embedding model, okay, and then basically there is my document, means my data. And this is the thing basically which we are required for creating any query engine based on my custom document. Okay, if I want to create an information retrieval system, if I want to create a QA system based on my PDF, based on my document, this is the thing which is required. First model, the second is, tell me, embedding, and the third one is what? The main data. Okay, so I hope it is fine to all of you. Now here we are calling this vector index, vector store index method. So from this vector index, vector store index, actually we are calling this particular method from document. So this vector store index is nothing, it's a class only. It is what? It's a class. So if you will look into the documentation, you will find out the complete detail. Let me show you that, just a wait. So here I am searching about vector store index. So once you will search about this vector store index, so here you will find out the complete detail of this particular class. See, this is the class, and this class is having method. So what is my method name, guys? If we are talking about the method, so this class is having a method. So here you can see the method name of this class. The class method name is what? This one, from document. And here what we are doing, we are reading the document. I hope this thing is getting clear to all of you, right? Now here let me create an index. So here the index is getting created. Simple directory object, not a table. Let me check what is here. So here actually I will have to pass the docs. This is my data. So here I am passing my doc, and I hope it is perfect. So see guys, I am able to create the indexes also from my data. Now what I will do, guys, I will keep it somewhere. Means the embedding basically which I have generated from the data, I will keep it somewhere. So for that, this is having one method. Okay, this index, actually the index which I have created over here, if you are going to check with the index, right? So here you can see we have an index. Now it is an object only. Now on top of that we can call one method. Okay, so here this is my storage context, and on top of it this is my method persist. So it is going to create one local database here, right? So one local database, and that local database, then local folder, actually it will be having all the embeddings, it will be having all the information as well as meta information, right? So here what I'm doing, I'm going to run it and see. Once I run it, now you can see everything. It's going to be everything you are getting inside this particular folder. So everything, every indexing and all, it's going to be generated inside this particular folder. You can simply see over here. So default vector store, this is my embedding. See, this is my embedding related to my data. This is the embedding. If you don't know about the embedding and all, definitely I will teach you in my upcoming videos. Okay, what is the specific meaning of the embedding? But as of now, just think that this embedding is nothing. It's just a number representation. Okay, it's a numerical representation of the data. That's it, nothing else. So here is my embedding. Now doc store JSON. So here you can see the complete metadata. Now graph store JSON, it is empty as of now. Image vector, it is empty as of now. Now index store, so here it is storing the complete indexes related to the embedding. So it is persisting one local folder, one local database, okay, one local store actually, for keeping all the embeddings and all. Now let me show you the notebook one more time. So here you can see we have this experiments.ipynb file, and see, it is persisting the entire, it is persisting, or it is storing the entire embedding inside this store folder. I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now what I'm going to do, now based on this indexing, I'm going to create my query engine, right? So index dot as underscore query underscore engine. So we have chat engine, we have query engine, we have a retriever. There are different methods you will find out over here. right? So what is the difference between this chat means the chatbot and this QA system? We will talk about it in our upcoming session. In the chat, actually, we are going to sustain the memory, right? In the chat, actually, what we are doing, we are going to sustain the memory. But if we are talking about the query system, in that case, we are simply retrieving the information directly from the LLM, from the trained LLM, or by using the reg system. And why we are using the reg system? We are using the reg system for the refined output. Okay, if we don't want any misleading information, for that also we are using the reg system. So I hope you got a clear cut idea that what is the importance of the reg system and why we should not get directly output from the LLM itself, because at many places it could be fail also. So that's why we are like persisting some data over here, and based on that we are going to create an information retrieval system. Chatbot is a different one, so I will use the LangChain for creating a chatbot in my upcoming videos. If for that also I will take the like a live session and all for creating the end-to-end project. Okay, now here I'm going to call this method as query engine. Now let me do one thing, let me run it, and or let me keep it somewhere basically in one variable. So this is going to be my query engine. Okay, now here what I'm doing, so I'm going to run it, and index is not defined. So first of all, let me run this index. Okay, so this one is storage, and index, where is the index, guys? Here is the index. No, index is defined already. Vector store is not defined. Why it is showing me like this? Okay, I think I will have to execute from scratch. Let me run all. Okay, running, fine, guys, fine. Now at the end I will get my query engine. It is running all the cells one more time. Okay, perfect. Now I got my query engine. Now what I can do here, I can call something. I can do the query to my document. It's very easy, it's very simple. And here I can ask to my document, or I can ask to my LLM, okay, based on this document only. Now if you want to check now what I have inside this document, I can show you that. So just reveal in the folder and just click on it. So here you will get the document, basically this one. This is my document. Now just read over here. What is the machine learning, about the machine learning, about the generative AI, the like introduction and all. I just kept it from the Google itself, right? I just took it from the Wikipedia or somewhere. You can keep any sort of a file, right? PDF file, this file, that file, whatever file. You can keep the multiple file also. Okay, multiple file also, but according to that you will have to write the functionality, right? Now here what I'm doing, so I'm writing this query engine dot query, and I'm asking that what is a machine learning. What is a machine learning? It's my simple question to my document, right? It's a simple question to my document. Now let's see what it is answering to me. So here it will generate an answer. Okay, so see, I'm getting a response. Now what I can do, I can collect inside the response, and here what I can do, I can call this attribute. So here response dot response. Now see guys, what I'm getting here, I'm getting the response, and if I'm going to print it now, I will get the precise in a precise format, or I can call the markdown also. Both are fine for me. So see, machine learning is an artificial branch, and computer science, this, that, whatever, right? You are able to get the entire information, entire detail over here. Now if I'm asking something over here, so let's see, if I'm asking that okay, what is the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning, right? So it's a question. So what is the difference between supervised and unsupervised technique, right? It's a simple question which I am trying to ask. Now if I'm going to run it, guys, so here I will get my response. Okay, so see, I'm getting a response. Now I can print this particular response. So here let's say if I'm going to print this response, see, supervised learning use labeled data set to train algorithm to classify data or predict outcome accurately. Unsupervised learning use machine learning algorithm to analysis and cluster unlabeled data set. Getting my point, guys? See how efficient it is, means how precisely it is giving me information. Let's say if I'm asking something else here, if I'm asking let's say if I'm asking something which is not related to this particular documentation. My question is very different here. I'm asking that who is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Okay, so here I'm asking that, okay, let me ask something about the cricketer, that who is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Okay, so see what I will be getting here. I'm getting a response. Now let me print the response over here. So see the what it will provide me. So see, it is saying that the provided context does not mention anything about Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Means inside this text we don't have anything related to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and it is not able to generate an answer as well. Getting my point, guys? Yes or no? So if you want to make a application, if you want to make a information retrieval system, if you want to make a QA system, okay, which is not going to leak your information, leak your data, means if you want to restrict your LLM, you can do it over here. You can do it over here to the precise information. Let's say I want my Megatron, or let's say I want my system, okay, my system, that it should only provide a information related to this topic. But LLM actually, it can provide anything. It can provide anything, right? So you can provide that specific data. Okay, you can create a RAG system, you can create that RAG system, and you can provide that specific data only. Let's say if I'm asking over here, if I'm asking something else. So if I'm asking that, can you tell me about the how we can steal the data, or what I can do? Can you tell me about how we can steal somewhere data? Okay, so something I like this. So can you tell me how I can steal the data of the organization, right? So this is a simple question. Now if I'm going to run it, now here, see, if I'm going to print the response, guys, so it will tell me that okay, it is generating, and now it is done. See what I will be getting. So this context not provided, any information contained is still data from the organization. So we can restrict it, and we can define the we can refine it into a multiple ways. But see, guys, we are using it by using the Google Gemini model or embedding model and all. So those model also they have, okay, those model also they have a safety settings. We can mention the different safety settings over there also. If you don't know about it, guys, you can go and check with my playlist here. Actually, I already defined it in my part 3. If you will look into my part 3, guys, here, okay, so in my part 3 you will already get it, right? So see, I already mentioned inside the heading also, inside the title also, safety settings, how you can go and mention the different safety setting. Everything I have tried to explain you over here. So please go and check with my video, and definitely you will get it. So print response, this, that, okay, it is perfectly fine. Now guys, tell me, how's the session so far? Did you learn something? Did you understood something? Yes or no? Tell me. If you are watching to me, then definitely you can write it down in the chat. And if you are getting something from here, then please do let me know, because now I have to create a end-to-end system, end-to-end project, and yes, I am going to do that. And within 30 minutes I will do that. And this session is going to be for 2 hours only. I will keep it for the 2 hours, and yeah, then I will take the next project maybe next week or in upcoming days. I will announce it on my YouTube only. Great, all clear. Okay, fine. So now let's try to convert this application into the end-to-end one. How we can do it? So first of all, let me create one file here, because I require the complete folder structure. And for that, I'm going to create one file. The file name is going to be a template.py. So here I'm writing the command. The command name is going to be a touch and template.py. So here is my template.py file. Now what I'm doing here, I'm keeping the I'm writing the entire files and folder, whatever I want to create. Okay, so whatever files and folder I want to create into my directory, I'm writing each and everything over here. So the first thing which I'm writing over here, which is import OS module will be required. Then the second thing which is required, that's going to be a pathlib. So pathlib is a library. Basically it will automatically take the relevant path according to the platform. So if I'm working on my Linux, or maybe if I'm working on my Windows, so according to the platform it will take the path. Because in Windows actually we are using the backward slash, and sorry, we are using the forward slash, and in like here in the Linux one, in the bash terminal we are using, so they are using the backward slash. So both are different. See, here they are using the backward slash on the bash terminal. Not this one, guys, this one, this one. Let me check once. So if I'm going into the directory cd data, if I'm not wrong, then yes, they are using a forward slash in like git bash, or in bash terminal, on in Linux terminal forward, and in the Windows terminal backward slash. Got it? Now first of all let me clear it, and yes, it is fine to you. And here I'm going to write some sort of a code, and the code basically is going to be a very helpful for you. So here is my path. Now what I'm doing here, I am going to import few more things. Okay, first let me create a file and all, then you will get to know. So here I'm going to create one list. So this is going to be a list of files. Okay, list of files. So this is my files. Now what I will do, I will keep it inside the list only, and see, here I will write the file name. So see guys, this is my file name which I am going to create over here. I already kept inside my notepad. So here I'm just going to copy and paste it. So this is going to be my file QA PDF. This is my folder, and this is my file. This is my folder, this is my file, this is my folder, this is my file, this is my folder, this is my file. Okay, now let me do one thing. Let me write the different name over here, because I want to keep it very precisely. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to write a precise name instead of this helper, utils and all. So let me do it. So first I'm going with this QA PDF. So here actually I'm going to create 3 files. The first is going for the data underscore ingestion, right? Data underscore ingestion. The second is going to be a here itself inside this QA PDF. So let me copy and paste it. So the second file is going to be a model underscore API or embedding. Okay, so here let me create a next file. This is going to be a embedding.py, and here we have a next file. This is going to be a model API. So 3 files for the 3 different tasks. Model API, model underscore API. Okay, so model underscore API dot py. So we have this 3 files: QA, PDF, embedding, model underscore API. That is all. Now the next one is what? So we require this Streamlit app, logger py, exception py. We require other also. So here what we are doing, we are going to create, I'm going to create like other file like setup, right? So setup.py. I will tell you why this setup is required. And here I think everything is fine, everything is done. Requirement I already created, so yeah, it is perfect. This is the file basically which I want. Now here actually I have written a code. Now let me show you the code. So this is my code, right, for creating the files and folder. Now here I'm reading these files one by one. Actually from here itself I'm reading the files, right? So file path, my file path is coming here. Okay, this is my file path. Now I'm segregating it, means I'm segregating between this file path. So this is my folder name, this is my file name. So here is my folder name and here is my file name. I'm saying that if file, okay, file directory is not empty, okay, if it is not empty, if it is like if it is not empty, in that case what I'm doing, I'm going to create it. If it is not empty, okay, in that case what I'm going to do, I'm going to create this particular file directory is not empty. Okay, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to create it, and here is my logging. So as of now I haven't defined the logging. I'm going to remove it. Once I will define the logging, then I will show you. Okay, so here, or what I can do, you know, I can create with logging over here itself. Just a wait, first of all let me create it and then I will let you know. So here guys, you can see, so what I'm saying, you have to create a file. If it is not empty, file directory is not empty, then create it. If here I'm saying, if os.path.exist, if it is exist, or if it is equal to 0, means you have a file. Okay, if you have a file but you don't have anything over there, in that case you are going to create it. You are going to create your file. That's it. You are going to create your complete file. That's it. Means along with the path, as well as along with the folder, as well as the file, right? Now let me execute this file python template.py. So here I'm going to execute this file python template.py. So see what I'm doing here. I am getting the issues. What is the issue? Let me check. Can't open the directory. Error number, no such file directory. I think the spelling is wrong. template python. Okay, let me check with the ls here. So if I'm checking with the ls now, okay, I think I'm into the different folder. So cd, great. Now let me check with the ls. Okay, everything is here, and now let me clear it, and then I will run it. So python, so here I can write up python template.py. now see, my file and folder has created. This one, my file and folder is created. Okay, so qa pdf is my main folder. There I will keep my entire code. Here is my folder for the logger, for the here this is for the exception. So exception py setup, I think this is like a wrong one. Let me check with the template one more time. I think I did some mistake here. Exception.py streamlit experiment. Okay, experiment is already there, so it is going to be override. Exception.py, yes, this is the mistake. I missed the comma, that's why this I'm getting this particular name. So first of all, let me delete this file, and here after deleting it, what I will do, I will again run this thing. So python template.py. now see what I'm getting here. I am getting the correct file name because it is going to be override the previous one. Now here I'm going to write my logger, because logger is going to be a very important, guys. Because why this logger is important, tell me. For keeping the information, right? For keeping the information, this logger is important for keeping the execution information. Okay, now here I have written my logger. Now I can give you the quick walkthrough of this logger. So here is my module name. It's a module basically which is already there inside the Python. Now here is my log file. Okay, this is the name of the file, which is based on the date and time only. Now here I'm going to join the path. So which path, guys? So here is my current working directory, and this is the folder. So I'm saying that in the current working directory, you have to create a folder. The folder name is going to be a log only. Now here I'm going to create a directory, this one, this particular directory. Then here is my log file path. Okay, so os.path.join. So log path means this folder as well as the file name. And then there itself, okay, I'm passing it over here, this log file path, and there itself basically I'm going to write my log. I'm going to keep my log, and this is the label of the logging. Okay, so if you will check with the label of the logging, there is a different label of it. So if you are going to mention any one label, so below that it's not going to capture the information. It will capture the information above to that particular level. So we have I think 5 to 6 level in this Python logging. So we have error, warning, information, okay, or debugging, different like labels. So you can go and check with the logging module. So here I can search about it. So here I'm searching about this logger labels. So you will get it. You will go get those labels. See, here is the label is, let me check with the Python one. So logging label Python. Here you will get a different label. So we have I think 4 to 5 label. Let me show you. Here itself inside the documentation, see, not set, debug, info, warning, error, critical. So we are setting this particular label. We are setting this logging.information. So this information is not going to be captured, and it will capture only information from here only, right? I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now logger is done. Now let me create my exception also. So here exception and logger is very much required. So this exception is logger. Let me keep it. I already written the code in my notepad. I already kept it over there. I'm just going to copy and paste, right? So here, guys, what I'm doing, it is my custom exception class. I will just raise this exception whenever I will have to whenever I want that, wherever I will define that try and except block with respect to any sort of a code. Okay, I will raise this particular exception. It is taking two things. So here you can see it is taking the error message and the sys module. The sys module actually it is for the execution detail, and here is the error message, right? So what I will do, I will trace the execution, the complete execution, by using this particular module sys.exe info, and then I will extract the different information like line number, okay, file name and all, and I will show you along with the that information along with the error message. If you don't believe me, I can show you here only. I can execute this file. So my file name is what? Python exception dot So here I'm going to execute this file python exception.py, and here is the name python exception.py. now see guys, you are getting the entire detail of the exception, that where I'm getting this particular exception, what is the message over here, in which script you are getting it. So for getting the complete detail of the exception, here is the code. You can utilize this code and you can run it. Got it? Now logger is there, exception is there, both are here. Now what I will do, I will put the code inside my different component. So let's write the code inside my data ingestion component. I implemented it inside my notebook. Now I'm not going to write it down, so here I'm just going to be copy and paste it. So guys, see, this is the code basically for what, tell me. So here is a code for what, tell me. So here is the code for the like data ingestion. Now let's look into the code here. So here I'm saying, okay, first of all it should be an exception, okay, and LlamaIndex is fine, I think it's going to work. Logger is also fine, it should be a logger, great, and logger. So yeah, logger is fine, exception is fine. LlamaIndex core. So I think it was LlamaIndex core only. We'll see if we are getting any sort of a error. Now see guys, this is the method for loading the data, and here I've defined the doc string, right? So this is what, this is my doc string which I've defined over here. Doc string is just for the information, right? It's just for the information related to the particular method. Then here I'm calling the logging. Okay, so here my data is started loading. Then here I'm reading the data, here I'm loading the data, and I'm returning this particular document, right? And here I'm calling this custom exception. If I'm getting any sort of a exception, then definitely I will get to know. And what is the exception, tell me. So the exception is nothing, it's a runtime error. Okay, it's a error basically which we get at the while we are running the application, right? So at the time of the execution, the error which we are getting inside the code, that is called exception, dynamic error. Got it? Now here data ingestion is fine, it's the same code basically which I have written in my inside my notebook only. So here let me show you my notebook. Here is my notebook, and it is empty as of now. Why it is empty? I think it is overwritten the file, the previous file. Not an issue. What I can do here, I can okay, I will keep it from my previous project, don't worry, because I have make the copy of it. Okay, so don't worry, I will keep it over here. So now next one is going to be a embedding. So here what I'm doing, I'm going to write a code for the embedding. So here is a code for the embedding, this one. So LlamaIndex and all. So here let me keep the exception, and it's going to be a exception. Okay, now it's going to be a logger. So here is what, here is my logger. So this is what, this is my logger exception, and here is a like related to the LlamaIndex. Now I'm going to write for the model API. So here is for the model API. Now let me keep it over here itself. Now this is for what, this is for the model API. Now let me keep this as a like a small one, and here you can write for the capital one. So from the logger what I'm doing here, just a second, from the logger actually I'm going to import the logging. From the exception I'm going to import the custom exception. So I hope this thing is clear. Now in the requirement.txt you can see we have all the requirements, and I can install it inside the current working environment. Okay, so first of all let me check whether this file is working or not. I can copy the path, and where's the path, this one, and I can write it down over here, Python, and I can write simply, okay, so it is saying that no such file and directory. Why it is saying that no such file directory? User, okay, I can take the relative path. Let me take the relative path over here, and here I can search about the file. Okay, so here what I'm doing now, I'm searching about the file. So here is a file. It is saying QA with PDF data, and here it's going to be a folder. Inside that I have a file. Okay, let me check what is the issue here, why it is showing like this. QA folder and all, everything is perfect, everything is fine. Okay, we'll see that what is the issue here. First of all, let me do one thing. Let me clear it, and let me write here pip list. So see inside the pip list, okay, here I have all the thing. Now let me keep something over here. Let me keep something inside the setup.py file also. It is for the local environment. If I want to create a local, sorry, if I want to install the local packages, this is going to my local package, no, this one. Okay, if I want to install the local package into my current virtual environment, for that I have this setup.py file. So this is my global package which I already installed. Now this is my local package, right? So here I can choose the Python interpreter and I can select this recommended one. I think now it is fine. So what I'm doing here, so first of all guys, here I'm going to be install this setup.py file also. So for installing the setup.py file, so wherever this init file will be available now, in whatever folder, it's going to install that folder. It's going to install that folder. See why I was getting that yellow line, because I haven't selected the correct interpreter. Now I selected it and now you can see the line is gone, the yellow line basically. Now you just need to click on the select interpreter and you need to select the correct interpreter over here, means the interpreter from your current virtual environment, because there only you have installed all the libraries now. Got it? Now what I'm doing here, see, here this is called my local packages which I'm going to install in my current virtual environment. So for that there is a command python setup.py install, right? Install. Now here actually I hope it is fine, it is completely fine. Now if I'm going to run it, so first of all guys, let me do it, let me run it. It's going to install all the local packages, right? Local packages into my current virtual environment. It's going to be installed that. Okay, now what I will do here, so after installing it, after installing this local packages into my current virtual environment, I will check. So here now I'm going to execute this particular file embedding.py and let's see everything is working fine or not over here. So for that there is a command, the command is python, and here I can do the copy and paste and see it is saying that it is not there. Why it is so? QA system, QA with PDF, embedding.py, it is here now inside this folder only, right? Okay, let me check with pip list whether I have installed the local package or not. So here you can see my local package is there. So what is my package name? My package name is going to be a QA PDF. See, QA application, this is my package name, and here is a version guys, this one. Yeah, my local package is here. Then it should see by default this folder will be generated, build, distributions and all, right? So this folder basically is being generated. Now what I'm doing here, after doing this many thing, okay, so let me create the Streamlit app also. So setup.py file is fine, and this model API and all, everything is perfect. Now what I'm doing here guys, exception and logger is also clear, requirement is also clear, and if you want to download this local packages from the requirement also now, so there is a simple hack, right? So here only you can mention this hyphen e dot. Hyphen e is representing the execution. What you need to execute, tell me. You need to execute the setup.py file which is there inside your local directory. Here in this dot, actually it is representing to the local directory. You need to execute this setup.py file. Automatically it will execute the setup.py file over here. Got it? Now what I'm doing here, see, Streamlit app. Let me create the Streamlit app over here. So first of all guys, okay, let me show you. I already kept it. This is my Streamlit app, this one. So what we are doing, we are going to import this data ingestion. We are going to import this QA PDF embeddings, right? And here what we are going to do, we are going to import this model API. Now let me check what I have there. Okay, it's an embedding only, it's not embeddings. Fine. Now it is perfect. Now see guys, this one actually it's just for setting the configuration, my application configuration. This Streamlit object means I have like imported this Streamlit as a ST. Now this is for uploading the file on whatever file basically I want to use for retrieving the information. Now here we have a header of the project, and here is a question. So whatever question basically the user is going to be asked. Now here I'm going to be define my complete button. This is my button. Now this is the spinner, which is like a processing until the like question will not be like published on the UI itself. Sorry, until the answer is not going to be published on the UI itself. Then here I have written the complete functionality. So here actually I have written for the load data. Here I am going to load the data. Here basically I'm going to be like loading the embedding, downloading the embedding, and this is for the query, okay, response, and then finally I'm going to write the response on top of the UI. So this API and all you can create by using the Flask, Django, anything, basically anything. But why I have used this Streamlit? Because this Streamlit actually it's a very easy to use, and here my main motto to show you that how you can convert this application into a modular one, and how you can access by using the endpoint URL, and that's why I just use this Streamlit. But in the next project I will show you the same thing by using the fast API. Got it? Now what I'm doing here, so here I'm going to run this file. My file name is what? Streamlit. Okay, Streamlit run, and here is the file name is what? Streamlit app.py. okay, Streamlit app.py. Now see guys, once I will run it, so here my server is going to be execute. See, my server is executed now. So here I will allow once. So once I will allow, now I will be able to get my application. So what I need to do, I just need to drop the document over here. So if I'm click on this browse document, now just take the document. So I kept where it is available. It is available in my like folder itself. Let me like go back to that particular folder. So here the folder is available into my user. So once you will click on this user, okay, it is available into my this particular directory, but yeah, it can be in any sort of a directory in your case. So from anywhere basically you can read it. But I will show you one more project. There you are going to directly fetch the data from the web. Directly you are going to fetch the data from the web only. Now here, where is my project? Let me take the project, chat with document llamas. Here is a llama. Okay, fine. Now here I'm going to load the document. This is my document. Now I can, after loading the document, I can ask any sort of a question. So here I'm asking what is a machine learning, a simple question to my model. So now after that, what I will do, I will submit it. So let me submit it and let's see whether it's going to work or not. So guys, see, it is going to process and it will show you the response in some time. Just wait, it is going to generate a response. First time actually it might take time. And see guys, it is generating a response. It is generating a response perfectly. Okay, it is generating a response perfectly. Now here you can see, so what I did nothing. Okay, I just written this Streamlit file and I converted into a modular fashion, and this ag.info, this distribution build, it's nothing guys. It's a meta information of the package, of the local package, this local package basically, this local package. Okay, so this local package QA with PDF. Okay, QA with document. So here let me change the name. If I'm going to change the name now, so everywhere I will have to change it basically. So you can keep any sort of a name to for this particular package. Here I kept this QA with PDF. You can pass the PDF, anything as such over here, right? So I hope guys it is clear to all of you. Now what I can do, I can ask couple of more questions and let me show you the end point output. So this is my modular code basically, which I created basically for you, so that you can take a reference and you can design any type of application for your project. Now here I'm asking what is a difference. Okay, what is the difference between, right? What is the difference between what? So what is the difference between, let's say machine learning and deep learning, right? And deep learning. Now here I'm simply asking that what is the difference between machine learning and deep learning? Give me in tabular format. So let's ask in such a way, tabular format. Let's see whether it will be able to answer or not. So here hit enter and then submit. Now once I will submit it, it's going to be processed, and let's see whether I will be able to get it or not. You can ask anything guys based on the document. You can create this information retrieval and see how beautifully it has generated this answer. Now you can ask something basically. If you want to retrieve this information, you can say that can you give me a summary of this documentation? Can you give me a summary? Can you give me a summary of this document? So you can simply search it and let's see whether it's going to be generated or not. So once you will submit it, and let's see whether I will get the answer or not. So no, this is not running on the GPU, it is running on my local system itself, Prashant. If you will look into the task manager, so here you can see I'm not using my GPU capability here. Even though I have the RTX system, but here I'm not going to use that RTX GPU 3060. It is simply using the CPU only, right? And how it is working, it is maintaining one data store, right? And directly it is calling the API, and it is generating output based on that only. I will show you the architecture right now, so don't worry. Now here you can see the complete summary of this question. I hope it is visible to all of you, right? Now the next thing is what, so I hope this application is clear to all of you. First of all, tell me guys, did you like this session? If you are watching to me in the live one, then please do let me know. Did you like this session? Yes or no? Did you like that? Did you like this complete application, this information retrieval, this QA system? Yes. If you liked it, then please hit the like button, or please let me know. Please give me a thumbs up. And this code is very easy. Nothing is there. So what I'm doing here now, I am going to like publish this particular code in the form of GitHub. So on my GitHub like a repository. So here for that, first of all, I will have to add it. So here I'm going to add it, all the files, basically whatever files is there. So let me add those particular files. Exception is there, logger is there. I want requirement also. I'm going to add requirement setup also, this app also, this template I'm doing that I'm going to be add. Then I'm going to be add this which one guys, just a second, I want to add this data ingestion, okay, embedding model.py. I want to add this init also, right? Then here you can see, so some other files also we have. So these are the file, or what I can do instead of it, because it's going to be confusing over here, you have lots of other file as well. So simply I can search, okay, so let me split the terminal, and here simply I can say on my git bash only, let me change it to the git bash. So here is my git bash. Okay, so here itself I can change or not, or let me check git is working or not. Git remote -v. So here it is saying nothing is added, so git add dot. Yes, it is working here. Now I can simply say here git commit. So first of all, let me write the message. So let me write the message over here. From here actually I committed each and everything whatever was there. So it was in a, so this thing in a staging area, all the thing basically which you can see, this 40 thing. Now what I'm doing here, see, I'm writing a message. My message is going to be a like a project updated, and then I'm going to be committed. Okay, so once I will commit it guys, so here it will ask to me for the publishing. So let me publish it. It is not asking for me to the publishing. Why it is so? Changes is this one, log is there, show commit and view graph, view everything, publish. Where is a publish? I can directly publish it from here only. Changes done. Now let me commit it. Okay, would like to search, you may comment that directly. Never. Okay, fine. Okay, now it is giving to me. Now publish the branch, and the name is going to be a QA system only. Just wait guys, so here I'm going to publish the branch. Publish the branch. Okay, perfect. So it is giving me a here itself I can do it guys. Why it is so? Oh, I think it is giving me any sort of a pop-up, maybe for the, it should showcase the name now. Okay, what I'm going to do, just wait. Yes, I can include the fast API, this, that, whatever. Okay, everything I will do that. Don't worry here, don't worry Prashant. In my upcoming tutorial I will come up with the next one. So next, Flask and fast API. So here I can write this git status. So first let me check with the git status. Nothing is there, only one thing is here. I don't want to do it. or git commit, git add dot, and git commit hyphen and code updated. So fine, it is perfectly fine. Now I can add the branch. So directly I can do it from the GitHub only. Wait guys, so here I am going to create one repository, a new repository, and the name of the repository is going to be a information retrieval with llama index and Google Gemini. Okay, so this is the name of my repository. Now let me create it, and here I am going to be created. It's going to be a public repository, and here I can change the branch. So let me keep the branch main only. Then I can add the origin. Here I am going to add the origin. Then what I will do, I will push it. So here basically I am going to be push it. So let me push it. That's going to be a perfect. Yeah, now it is done. So here from this particular repository you can get my entire code. So let me reload it. Here guys, where is this one? Let me close it. See guys, here is my entire code which I kept. Now let me give you this link inside the chat, and it will be available in my description also. Okay, so here is my link. Please go and check guys. Please try to keep it with you, and you can download the project from here itself. So fine, I hope you like this session. Please try to do it. Please try to implement it by yourself. We'll meet in the next live session. There we are going to develop something new, new thing. And if you want to get a architecture of this project, let me give you that also. So here I can do one thing guys, just a second. Okay, I will include it inside the project folder itself. So just a second, what I can do here, let me show you the architecture here. So see what is happening, you know, here I can open my scribbling, and there I can explain you the complete architecture of it. So first of all guys, what is happening here, Google Gemini and all free introduction I given to you. Here is the blackboard. Now let me scroll down here, and let's see the architecture of this project. See what is happening, you know. So here actually we have our data. So this is my data, which is coming from where, which is coming from this document. Okay, so I can keep my data over here. Let's say this is my data, text document, something, it can be anything, right? Now I'm going to be extract the data. So let's say here what I'm doing, you know, I'm going to extract this particular data. Let me remove it, and here what I'm doing, I'm going to extract this data. After extracting, you know what I'm doing, so here extract the data. After extracting, I'm going to be create into a chunks, right? So everything is happening internally. You don't need to do anything, you just need to call a simple method. So here you know what is happening, chunking is happening, chunking, tokenization, sentence tokenization. So here is sentence tokenization or chunking, right? So test chunk, or it's not text actually, it's text chunk 1, right? Here is 2, here is 3, and here is what, here is a n. So n number of chunks is being created. Now after that, you know what will happen. So after that chunk, actually we are going to be convert into embeddings, right? So we are going to be convert this chunk into a embedding. So here is what, here is my embedding, this is my embedding, this is my embedding, now this is my embedding. So here is what, here is my embedding, this one, embedding. Okay, now here is what, here is my embedding. Now here is what, here is my embedding. I will convert this data into the embedding, and then I will keep it into the, tell me guys where I will keep it. I will build the semantic index over here. So I'm persisting the storage now. So build semantic index. Okay, semantic index. Now here I am going to persist this thing inside the storage. By default one folder is being created, and this is because of what, because of the LlamaIndex. Okay, and everything is there inside the particular folder. Then what I'm doing here, so here actually build semantic index from where, from the knowledge base. Automatically it is being created in backend. So knowledge base, so let me mention the knowledge base over here, knowledge base. Okay, we are going to maintain it. So we have a knowledge base, and this is also called vector store. Vector store, we can use any vector database also. Then I will show you in my next upcoming session, vector database. Then after that what we are doing, you know, so this is till here I think everything is fine. Then my user is querying something. So here let's say this is my user. So this is what, this is my user. So here user is querying something. So let's say I'm asking some question based on the data. Okay, based on my data I want to like retrieve some sort of information. So here my question is coming. So here is my question. I don't have like enough space, so please try to understand. So here I am asking the question. This question is converting into a embedding again. Okay, in backend it is going to be generate the embedding from the question itself, and then it is going through the semantic search, right? It is going through the semantic search. So semantic search, and from where actually it is trying to find out the similar type of document. It's going to find out a similar document from the knowledge base, and then finally this one, okay, this knowledge base, from the knowledge base basically I will get the output, right? So I will get the result from here, and this result actually it will be going through the LLM, okay, large language model. In my case it is Gemini, okay, in my case it is Gemini. And then from here, from this LLM to this user, okay, now my output is going from this LLM to where, tell me, to this user. So this is a complete flow of this project. I hope you are getting. Let me revise it one more time. So we have a data. It's going to be extract the data. Then we are going to convert into a chunks, right? We are going to convert into a chunks. Then we are doing a embeddings over here from the chunks. Okay. Then we are going to be create a semantic storage, okay, by using the LlamaIndex, and then we are going to be keep it inside the knowledge base. Now this is the user side. So whenever user is asking something, so first it is going to be convert into embedding by using the Gemini embedding model, and then it is coming to the semantic search, means cosine similarity or dot product. Then it is like searching inside the knowledge base. After that it is going to find out the best possible result. Everything is going to be refined. The result is going to be refined by the Gemini LLM. Okay, it is going through this Gemini LLM, and finally it is coming to the user. So this is my complete flow. So I hope guys you like this thing. So you like this particular session, and I will be coming up with many more sessions like this, and I hope something is hiding behind my video and all. I will keep it in my mind from next from next class onwards, so I can make a changes here. See, if I'm keeping over here, I can keep it over here. I can keep my video left hand side. So now I hope this architecture is perfectly fine and it is visible also, and yeah, from next class onwards I will keep this thing in my mind. So fine, I hope guys you understood this project. Now it's time to do the practice. Please try to take any sort of a use case and please try to do it by yourself, and yeah, it's going to be very very important. If you want to create any QA system or any table system, definitely you can take a reference of this particular project. So this is going to be my way. First I will upload the tutorial, and then whenever I will have to explain the project, I will conduct the live session for that. So within like 2 to 3 hours we can cover each and everything, right? So fine, thank you guys, thank you for bye bye, take care for joining this session, and I hope you will find out this useful. If you are finding it as a useful one, then hit the like, subscribe the channel, share it with your friends, whoever is required this type of content. Okay, end-to-end project and all in a streamlined fashion, right? So yeah, fine guys, thank you, bye bye, take care. I'm going to end the stream. Until, thank you, bye bye, take care, and good night.